So hello and welcome back to this week's installment of the weekly news brought to you by 4 Academia. You're joined this week by myself, Tudz, and
Prime, La Prima, La Placara, the one and only El Showington. Remember, Ghetto did nothing wrong.
period. So let's get straight into it. So the first piece of news from this week is that there's a Streets of Rage film adaptation in the works. So there's a lead writer from the John Wick movie who's also involved in this video game adaptation movie. So I'm still holding out some hope despite the reputation video game adaptations have. I don't know what your thoughts are, Prime.
I mean, look, Streets of Rage is all about bloody fighting and shit like that. You know, John Wick's all about guns and fighting. You put the writer of that with a game that has the premise for it, I would like to see that.
I would also like to see it. And I think it would be good if it doesn't take itself too seriously. I don't think Streets of Rage is a game that takes itself too seriously anyway. So it could be good, you know, and we've seen the positive reception to Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. So maybe, you know, things are on the up and up for video game
What? I mean, I wouldn't say that, but,
okay.
You know, I agree. You know, Sonic 1 has done well. Sonic 2, okay.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, it's not been amazing. I mean, for the nerds, it's been good.
People said it was better than, or maybe people are just blinded by Idris Elba. I understand, but
yes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't understand. But yeah. Yeah, no, I'm interested. I'm intrigued by the idea of it.
Cool. Next piece of news comes by way of Nintendo. So Xenoblade Chronicles 3 has had its release date pushed forward to the 29th of July. So really exciting news for Xenoblade fans. You get to experience the game earlier. Prime, I know you played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but did you rage quit or like?
I mean, rage quit's a bit of an over-exaggeration. I'm gonna tell you that the game didn't tickle my fancy. Like I partook, I enjoyed it, and you know what is for me. I'm gonna keep it real with you. The English accents were really jarring.
Yeah, I was really like shocked. Like I obviously haven't played any of the Xenoblade games, but what's his face is in Smash Ultimate.
Yeah.
And I heard one home county's accent. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah, bro. Man sounded like a farmer, bro.
It's very strange. Like even though it's our accent, technically, it was like
it's not my accent. I'm a London. That's a farmer's voice.
He sounds like Oliver Twist a little bit. It sounds a bit like. I wonder if the voice actor is actually English. Like you know how Zelda's voice actor in Breath of the Wild is Canadian, and it's like, why did they do that? Just get an English woman. She sounds dumb, but anyway. I think that's kind of vibe. But anyway, voice acting aside, I watched the trailer. It looks very cool.
Yes, I agree.
It looks very, very cool. I want to say I might go back and play Xenoblade Chronicles to speed, but
don't lie to yourself.
You know me in my backlog. Let me not lie to anyone, especially not myself. Next piece of news. So Bloomberg released an article stating that Sega is developing big budget reboots of Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio, both part of Sega's Super Game initiative. Both titles are at an early stage of development and could still be cancelled, but we're going to ignore that disclaimer and we're going to get hyped because Jet Set Radio reboot has been like a pipe dream for fans for years. Like we're really sick.
You see that I'm ready, guys?
He's got out the glasses, the Video Vixen glasses.
They're not video. Don't say that.
Look like it's giving Foxy Brown.
They are my Jet Set Radio glasses. I have better ones, but then those ones I give in Video Vixen, so I can't do that.
Okay.
I look like an A girl. Okay, how about this one? Yeah, kick, flip,
there we go.
Jump.
Yeah,
very cool.
Okay. So the article says the big budget Crazy Taxi would be released in 2 to 3 years. Not even a muttering of a release date for Jet Set Radio. So that's a bit concerning, but maybe it's looking like it'll probably be a next gen thing. So at least if the reboot comes out, it'll be in HD. That's really exciting.
Look, all I'm saying is that the arcades are about to go off again. Crazy Taxi in the arcades is what everyone was playing. I'm gonna tell you this now. Me, arcades, Namco, that game right there.
Is Namco Fast still around? I thought it closed down.
No, R.I.P.
Oh, there's one in Soho though that we should go to.
Probably. I mean, there's stuff we need to do as a group, but
yeah.
One already.
There we go. Backlog for everything. Next piece of news. So this is some Nintendo news, a little less chipper. So a worker says Nintendo of America violated their right to organize and has filed a National Labor Relations Board complaint against them. And
Organize or unionize?
Violated their right to organize, which means the same thing. It's synonymous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they have like grievances with the company, and they said you can't complain. We will fire you. So Nintendo had largely avoided the industry's labor scandals, as you would expect of them, but an investigation will follow. So this is big news because obviously Nintendo's a corporation at the end of the day, despite our childhood nostalgia and our love for their IPs. Like, so corporation's corporation, and we know how labor practices in the video game industry, like globally, go. So it's not a surprise there's been like abuse and stuff here, but the fact that it's public, I think, is what's surprising, because Nintendo, the fact that, you know, this is public and like we never hear any scandals about Nintendo, though we're sure they exist. So
yeah, I agree. I feel like, you know, on one hand, it's like, obviously it's actually kind of sad that this shit's happening and it continues to happen. On the other hand, it's middle finger. Yes, we finally caught Nintendo. Them motherfuckers aren't clean. They just like all of us. I say us loosely, not me, them. But,
yeah,
you know,
because Nintendo's like the family-friendly company and stuff. But at the end of the day, like we said, corporations are corporations. So I hope the employees affected get justice. I don't know if I'm optimistic, but, you know, the fact that this is even coming out public makes me feel like, you know, something's different this time around. So
that's what you think until the Nintendo ninjas.
The Nintendo ninjas. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. Let's watch this space. And this final piece of news, a bit more brighter Nintendo news.
Come on,
charge it. 180 from the previous piece of news, but
charge it, deliver it. Come on.
Splatoon 3 has a release date for the 9th of September this
Booyah!
year. So not the summer release date we were. So not the summer release date we were hoping for, but this is probably why it was probably either pushed backwards because of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, or Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was pushed forward because of this. Anyway, we're getting it this year. That's all the confirmation I needed. So plenty of time for you to practice on Splatoon 2. If you are one of our friends who's had the copy of the game and has been neglecting it, you know, get your skates on before.
I mean, that feels
September.
like very big shade.
It is shade. Like, Prime has the game. Christopher in 4 Eyes has the game. Neither one of those people played this game. There's so many other people I can name.
I play so many games.
I'll just call out 4 Eyes people.
You can't hold me out. You can't hold me out on this one. You know me. I consume a lot of media. I play a lot of games, and I spread my time equally. You see how much time I spent playing Yu-Gi-Oh the other day? 5 hours. 5 hours solid.
In Yu-Gi-Oh, what the hell?
100%. I'm a
Come
real
out the
genius
basement
motherfucker.
and practice Splatoon. But anyway, the newest gameplay clip is out for Splatoon 3. It looks really cool. There's some sick new specials, lots of new gameplays. Like, you can like sling around the stage now, like Spider-Man. It's really cool. There's a bunch of different like move sets. It just looks really, really cool. It also looks like there might be a bit more of a learning curve because there's so much more to do. But it does look really, really exciting. Like, I can't wait to try it out.
If there's a steep learning curve and there's more to do, I am involved.
I don't think it's steep because as someone who plays Splatoon 2 regularly, just from looking at it, a lot of it's the same, but there's a lot of new things as well. It's more exciting than anything else. Like,
if there's some traversal elements, I'm gonna tell these guys
your
now.
muscle memory will kick in.
I'm gonna join. You guys are fucked. Okay. You guys are fucked. The suck for a lot. I'm telling you guys, man, are done.
Don't bring God into it.
But you guys are done. Wallah, you're finished. You're done. I'm telling you.
Anyway, if you've been wanting to play Splatoon 3 is your chance to get involved. You already have a whole group of people in 4 Eyes and in our Discord to play with, so make sure you cop it. And if you do cop it, join our Discord and you can play with us as long as you're not weird. So,
yes, please. Heavy emphasis on the weird.
We have trauma.
We're not gonna obviously divulge more, but please, there's heavy emphasis on the weird.
If you're in the Splatoon community, you could probably make a wild guess about the kind of people that we might have encountered against our own like volition. But anyway,
but we love the normal people that get for sure.
Yes.
My brothers and sisters out there.
Okay, so that has been all for this week's news. I've been Tudz. I've been joined by Prime at 4 Eyes Academia on Twitter. We're 4 Eyes Academia on Instagram. TikTok, Twitch, everywhere you can think of. We're on YouTube as well, obviously. Let us know which piece of news you're most excited for and if you're going to get Splatoon. And we'll see you next week.
And
Bye.
remember, Ghetto did nothing wrong.
Period. Bye, guys.
See ya.